Look at finding the perimeter of a rectangle. Okay, this time we've been given a rectangle that has one side that's 3 and a diagonal measure of 5. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on half of my rectangle. So I'm going to cover half of it up, and I'm going to look at this triangle. So let me draw that triangle outside of the figure so we can see it a little more clearly. Okay, I have a right angle right here, because we know we have a right angle at the corner of a rectangle. We have a height of 3, and this diagonal, this 5. But what we've created is a right triangle where we know the hypotenuse, or C, is 5, and one of the legs of our right triangle is 3, and I'm going to call that A. And if you recall, we used this formula called the Pythagorean theorem to figure out the missing side. So I'm going to write down a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where c is my hypotenuse and a and b are my 2 legs. Now let's plug in 3 and square it. And we're going to solve for b, because b is my unknown side, and c is my hypotenuse, so 5 squared. And that's 9 plus b squared is equal to 25. So b squared must be 16, and b must equal to 4. So that means this side of my right triangle is 4. Now let's go back and label it in the rectangle. So that makes this side 4. Now I can find my perimeter because I know that the opposite sides are equal. So if this side is 4, the opposite side is 4. And if this side is 3, the opposite side is 3. And I no longer have to use the information on the diagonal. We don't need the diagonal just to find the perimeter. So we use that 5 just to find our missing side. So now let's add our 4 sides up. We're going to add the 4 sides up to get our perimeter. So I'm just going to plug in 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4. That gives me 7 plus 7, which measures 14. And the units on this one were FT, which is feet. So let's go back and add our units. And that's how you would find the perimeter given the diagonal and one of the sides of a rectangle. Hope this video was helpful.